Hello, everyone on the YouTube side that didn't see all the crazy shit that just happened for the last roughly 20 minutes. Just figured I'd let y'all know that this will be on, well, the Twitch side of things. This will be on YouTube, and people that have seen this on YouTube, y'all get to learn a little bit about me. Um, be taking two quizzes, personality quiz and another quiz that has piqued my interest, and more ways than one. Take that how you will. Anyways, let's do the quizzes. Hopefully that shows the thing. I am so good at being a VTuber. Um, so the first one is going to be obviously the personality quiz on 16personalities.com. I may, if I remember to, may post this in the description of the video. So if you want to take it yourself, you can. Um, Myers-Briggs personality test. Yeah, something similar to that. Complete test, view detailed results, unlock your potential. Yeah, don't know about unlock potential. This isn't Dragon Ball Z. Um, you regularly make new friends. I will say I somewhat agree. I make a lot of new acquaintances, not necessarily friends. Um, this isn't even your final form. No, it is not. For I am Frieza. You spend a lot of your free time free time? I don't have free time. What is this? Exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Um, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like second level, because I was gonna say this one, but I was like, well, if I'm talking about like the most general sense of the word friends, then yeah, I would say people that are streamers and people that are in chat and this, that, and the other. Then yeah, I would say new friends. Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know what free time is. But exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Uh, I wouldn't say I strongly agree. I'd say I somewhat agree because I see this as neutral, agree, somewhat agree, strongly agree, again, disagree, somewhat disagree, or mm, I would say no, strongly disagree, disagree, somewhat disagree, somewhat agree, agree, disagree, fully agree. So I would say I somewhat agree because when it comes to like random topics, I do look up a lot of things, but it's usually under like a general topic of like anime, supernatural stuff, video game stuff. So free time is one of those crazy theoretical things I've heard about on the internet, like sleep. Not not touching that one. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. Fuck me. Um, you have to make a backup plan for a backup. Don't don't even call. Don't just. I swear this is just straight up Batman at this point. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. I even under a lot of pressure, I look calm. Can I skip it and come back? No. I usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say that one. Like I agree, but like it's not even somewhat agree. I agree, but I don't strongly agree. Like, because even it depends upon what the pressure is. If it's talking about like work and stuff like that, yeah, I stay calm. If it's like someone trying to piss me off, yeah, I can stay cool. I can stay calm. But if we're talking like it depends upon the reason of pressure. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Actually, that's the weird thing because it depends upon what kind of social event. If we're talking like a party or something, I don't even introduce myself. I'll just straight up walk up to someone and like, "Yo, what's up? I see you drinking such as blah blah blah," blah," and I'll just literally like go into like either what the person's wearing, like I know, right? Who has free time? Spends free time watching others play games instead of playing themselves. You're not wrong. Um, man, I don't know how I would survive without free time. Y'all scare me a little, actually. It's no different than people who watch sports instead of playing sports. Just wait until you graduate, you'll see. Exactly. Only so much free time. Why exert myself while it's happening? Um, like if we're talking like sport, like if we're talking sports, I don't play sports ball. Um, if we're talking like social events, I'm assuming like parties because that's the main thing I really went to was parties. Well, I say parties, but I didn't really go to too many of them because I don't really like people. Also, welcome in Red Panda. Sporks. Yep, sporks. We're talking about sporks. Um. Also, thank you for shouting them out. I want to say them. I think it's them. Someone to be local expert. No more than I do. Um. I'll talk to just about anybody, as long as like as long as I have a way of starting the conversation. I'll talk to just about anybody at a party or whatever. I stopped watching sports years ago. You prefer to completely finish one project? No, I'm scatterbrained. Uh, completely finish one project? If we're talking in video games, no, I don't stay on task. I don't. I have zero focus when it comes to video games. But if we're talking IRL, I'd rather just finish the one task, get it done and over with, and go to the next one. So, I am very sentimental. I think I saw a Super Bowl ad once. That's the extent of my sports experience. Ooh, shiny thing, basically. Like video games. Ooh, shiny thing. Let's go check this out real quick. But IRL is like, oh, I found another thing. Okay, I'll set that to the side. I'll look at that later once I'm done cleaning the room. So it's like I'm in the middle. It just depends upon the situation. Um, Sentimental. I still have something from my fourth grade teacher to this day. So it's like very sentimental. Yeah, I'd say very sentimental. I have a level 50 something Skyrim character. Have not went to Dalmar Embassy. Nope. You like organizing tools, like schedules and lists. For the most part, yeah, I do sometimes, not all the time. It's just I have usually a list in my head. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall ability. I don't need to finish fucking reading that. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking. I do this at work all the goddamn time. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. You are not too interested in discussing. Would I would disagree. I do like to talk and discuss various interpretations and like different viewpoints just in general on like different things. I like to get everybody else's different like viewpoints on stuff because it's all a matter of perspective. I feel getting sidetracked. Person, I know, right? Being Dragonborn is picking flowers and doing side quests while the world burns. I'm gonna go become a farmer. Um, or an alchemist in a random house in the middle of the fields. All those nerders aren't gonna pick themselves. I'm sorry, but fuck the Crimson Nerders. Fuck that shit. You're more to follow your head than your heart. Um, I am somewhat more inclined to follow my head than my heart because I don't know. I just feel like I would lean. I'm more lean towards my head than I am my heart. Only 22%. Goddamn. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. Y'all learn a lot about me. Oh my god. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. I heavily worry about whether I make a good impression on people or not. So, no, I strongly disagree that though rarely I am constantly worrying. You enjoy participating in group activities. If we're talking school, no, not at all. I'm more of a lone person. I'm a lone cat. You wanted to take a quiz, and this is one of the best ones I know. Sorry, Delphine. I heard of this group of Riften. I'm gonna go talk to them instead. Yeah, pretty much. Um, Now if we're talking co-op games, then yeah, I like co-op games, but it's saying group activities, so I'm assuming like four or more type people in a group. I don't because I usually end up having to do all the work, and I'm not happy with that. I'd rather do it myself. You like books, movies that make you. So far, I agree that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. Hmm. I like books and movies, yes, but that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. To a little bit, because I want to know what the author wanted as the ending, or like their takeaway. I prefer Delvin as a mentor to Delphine. Man, fuck Delphine. Doing all the work, big true. Would make him proud. Delphine tells me to kill Parthenax. She sue me. And that's why you beat the shit out of Delphine. That's why they made mods. So you don't have to kill Parthenax. Your happiness comes from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about how my happiness usually comes from helping others and not myself. I lean more towards liking to help people than helping myself. You're interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. Just point blank. I'm interested in so many different things that it's hard for me to choose what to learn or do next. Prone to worrying that things will take a turn. I don't even need to finish that sentence. I already know where that's going. I avoid leadership roles in group settings. I avoid it, but I'm usually pushed into it. So I avoid it like the fucking plague, but I'm usually pushed into it because of some fact I usually come up with I not all the time. I'm not saying all the time, but majority of the time I get pushed into the well, you seem to know what's going on. Let us know what we need to do. And I'm like, fuck. And then they don't listen, and I got to do all the work myself anyway. So, you're definitely not an artistic type of person. I'm sorry, I almost read that as autistic. Artistic type of person. You are definitely not an artistic type of person. Not, I would say I'm more leaning towards an artistic type of person. You think the world would be a better place if people rely more on rationality and less on their feelings? Mm. Mm. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on their rationality and less on their feelings. Well, the problem is people don't do either. Most people are illogical, and it makes no sense. There's no thought process behind what they're doing. Do I wish people were a bit more rational and actually thought of the consequences that's going to happen? Yes. But at the same time, I wish people would think about other people's feelings and how it could damage them. So, managerial, non manager, I know. Like, I've been told that too many times. I'm in the middle on this one because I'm on the middle of this only for the simple fact I wish people would be more rational, but I also wish they would think about other people's feelings by using their feelings. So I'm in the middle on that one. I'm like on both sides on that one. You prefer to do chores before. Next. Enjoy watching people argue. Uh, most people, sadly, so who knows what would happen if people were actually rational? The disciples of the Onisaya would be able to. You enjoy watching people argue. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. I would honestly click all the way over here if I could. If there was a fourth one, I would click it. Your mood can change very quickly. Mm, yes and no. It depends upon. No, I'm thinking of emotional state. Your mood can change very quickly. Are mood and emotional state the same thing, or is that two different things? Your mood can change very quickly. Like, I can go from happy to pissed off in a split second, if that's what they mean. Mostly same thing. Like, if I'm having a good day and I see, like, a friend of mine in a bad state or someone's picking on them, I can go from happy to pissed off in a split second. So, I would go with that one. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient. This in a nutshell. It's just like, oh god. Okay, if I'm working with someone and I'm trying to get the most amount of stuff done in the least amount of time, and then I'm working with someone who is literally staring into space, the only thought that is in my head at that moment is snapping their neck or shaking common sense into them. And it irks me to no end. I have very little patience for people who, if I am trying to do something that is time sensitive, I will lose patience with someone who's not efficient. I will I will literally snap at the person to try to shake their brain to make them get more efficient. But if I'm doing something that's like, oh, you can take 2 weeks to do it. Okay, I'm going to be laid back about it and just do it procedurally over the 2 weeks. I'm gonna just take my sweet time in doing it. Distress isn't an emotional state, but it's technically not a mood or how well you respond to things. Okay, so your mood can change very quickly. Like, see, I don't like stuff like this because, like, I don't know what it means by mood. You have to end up doing things at the last possible. No, you always have been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens at the death. Not wrong. So, what does it mean by your mood can change very quickly? Like that's the thing. Your mood can change very quickly. I assume they're going with the colloquial understanding for most words, so one and the same with emotion. Happy, sad, angry, our mood. Oh, I can go from happy to angry real quick. I've gone from sad to happy sometimes because something was sad, but then something good happened, so I became happy. So I would say yeah. Um, doink. Hey, we're halfway through. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Other like-minded people, sure, but personally, I'm more introverted than most people care to admit or to believe. So, you become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. To an extent, yeah, unfortunately. Uh, mood is not an emotional state though. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. Within reason, yeah, pretty much. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. Postpone finalizing decisions, yes, but I don't wait to the last minute to do something. But I will wait as long as I possibly can before I finalize something just to make sure I know that I'm doing it right and as good as I can. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. A long, exhausting week, a lively social event. Is this what you need? No. You enjoy going to art museums. Honestly, yeah. I actually do enjoy going to art museums. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Yes and no. I'll say yes. You like to have to do lists for each day. I know I just said I don't do lists, but I have mental lists that I just keep. So likely aren't thinking that far into it for a free quiz like we are. Fair. Very fair. I do like to have a to do list so that way I know what I need to do just so I can get it done and over with. You rarely feel insecure. You avoid making phone calls. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. No, I do not because I don't feel like dealing with dumb people. But I do like to try to, okay, trying to understand views that are very different from your own. If it means like different perspectives, yes, I do spend a lot of time doing that. In your social circle, which is why I think they're only asked about mood. But yeah, in your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Not really, but kinda. I'm gonna say middle. You're still bothered mistakes that you made. You really often the one to initiate as well, despite also being introverted. It's a weird dichotomy. Yes, 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 yes. Like I don't like being like I'm very introverted, but I'm always the one to initiate or contact friends. Um, yes, I am still bothered mistakes that I've made a long time ago. Every mistake I've ever made it still bothers me to this day. Um, you rarely contemplate the reason for human existence or the meaning of life. 42. That's all I'm gonna say to that one. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Not really. Like to an extent, yes, but not really. Like, I usually have fairly decent control over my emotions, so You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault. To a fault, unfortunately, to a default. I don't know who Douglas Adams is. Your personal work style is closer to a spontaneous burst of energy than organizing consistent efforts. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. You would love a job that. I'm sorry, but I can't help but laugh because I feel called out for that one. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. If there was a fifth one, like right here, that would have been clicked. Galaxy, which is where the 40. I saw the movie. I didn't read any books. Um yeah, I'm constantly wondering when people are just gonna be like, "Fuck it, this person is a waste of space and is worthless." So yeah, I'm constantly wondering when basically the other shoe's gonna drop. So even like even to my own detriment, that I will think, even if I know 110% that they won't ever be disappointed in me, I still wonder if it's going to get to the point that they're going to be disappointed in me, and it bothers me. So yeah, that is a five. Um, you would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. A job that requires me to work alone most of the time? Probably yeah. Because I don't really like working with a lot of people because I never can get things done because simple fact, most people don't work efficient enough. And I still worry if that shoe is going to drop. It's still in the back of my mind. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time? Fuck no, it's not. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places? Okay, okay. With this question, with this question, I like busy, bustling atmospheres, but I want to be by myself in them. But when it's a quiet, intimate place, I wouldn't mind being with like one or two people, just like hanging out, chilling, like maybe watching a show or something, playing some games or something. But if I want to meditate or something, I'll go to like a bustling city area and just kind of like woosah. And it's so weird. I have to put in the middle because I like both. I like that quiet, relaxing, peaceful place, but I also absolutely love the sounds and the complete opposite of it, where it's like 24/7 noise, crazy shit's happening, and like everything is just like go 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 go. You just hear like nonstop taxi cabs or cars revving up, driving past, lots of people yelling, screaming, like metal music playing in the background, and like all this crazy shit happening. But also at the same time, I feel drawn to places where it's like in the middle of the woods, near like a little creek or river, just sitting on a nice smooth rock and just like so I have to say both. So I have to put it in the middle for that one. You know, at first glance, how someone is feeling. To an extent, yes, because body language is loud for me. So where I live, noise is constant for most of the day. The headphones is where I get to choose my quiet place. Fair enough. Uh, I love a rich, busy environment just alone. Same. Like, I'll go to like um certain places that I know is like fucking busy as hell, like the mall. It's constantly bumping. And I'll just sit there just like, this is relaxing. And I'll have like friends like, no, we gotta do something. I'm like, nah, just woosah. We can take it slow. No, 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 we gotta go. No, just woosah. Just woosah. So, I don't know. You often feel overwhelmed. You no question, just knock that one out. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. You're very intrigued by things like that's controversial. Yes, like it depends upon what the controversy is. Like I'm intrigued by it because I want to know both sides, to hear from both sides so that I can make a more informed decision on what is the better way of dealing with the controversy. I'm dense as fuck, so unless their faces noticeably obvious, I can't tell how people are feeling. See, I'm very good. I'm not very good at reading people. I'm fairly good at reading people's body language, facial expressions, their aura, all that fun stuff. A forest by the river with a soft breeze and almost making noise in the distance, or under a big tree in a pond are my favorite meditation places, as I love to draw there. Exactly. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. I I do like, quote unquote, I like the drama, but at the same time, it's like I want to know why there's drama so that it can be resolved, especially after rain. Yeah, you would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. To my own detriment, yes. I struggle with deadlines. I know I just said I don't like to put things off to the last second, but at the same time, I do have a tendency to struggle with deadlines. So, you feel confident that things will work out for you. like, like not even joking. I do not feel confident things will work out for me, like ever. And it's just it is what it is at this point. Other, your gender. Well, technically both. So, other. See results. Um, I don't think you struggle with deadlines, at least at work. You're good at getting everything done by the end of the day. Well, I also stay extra late past the time that I'm scheduled for too. So, um, okay, this is new. I never had this one before. Apparently, mine has changed over the years. Because I used to be a INFP. Now I'm an INFJ-T. Advocates are quiet visionaries, often serving as inspiring and tireless idealists. Okay. Who would have thought I'm an introvert? Who would have guessed I'm introverted? Just, and not even like halfway. It's just like 60 fucking 2%. Like I'm more ambivert, but I do heavily lean to introverted. Introverted individuals tend to prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions and often feel drawn to calmer environments. See, I don't mind either. I just can't have it somewhere in the middle. It's got to be like nice and quiet, or fucking balls to the wall crazy, like hopped up on stuff that you shouldn't be doing. Don't do drugs, kids. Um, INFJ, pretty similar. First time seeing JT mix. I don't know what a JT mix is. Um, intuitive. Intuitive individuals are very imaginative, open-minded, and curious. They value originality and focus on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. Yeah, but I'm also very observant of people too. So, Feeling. I'm surprised it's not closer to 50%. Feeling individuals value emotional expression and sensitivity. They place a lot of importance on empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. Yes. I'm a professional advocate. True, for legal reasons, don't do drugs, kids. Also champion. Judging. Judging individuals are decisive, thorough, and highly organized. Oh, I do have OCD, so there's that. Decisive? Now I think about it, I do like it to be like, yeah, thorough, yeah. Fuck, yeah, I guess I would be on this side, I guess. They value clarity, predictability, and closure, preferring structure and planning to spontaneity. Okay. See, as you can see, I am nearly halfway on both of these. I do like spontaneity, but I also like knowing, for the most part, what needs to be done. So, eh. And it sucks because I'm literally right near the middle. I am not assertive. Turbulent individuals are self-conscious and sensitive to stress. Gee, what gave that away? They feel a sense of urgency in their emotions and tend to be success-driven perfectionists. Cannot be called out anymore. I absolutely fucking hate that they make feeling and logical mutually exclusive binary just because they aren't. I, that's what the site is. I straight up feel called out for, like, this. Success driven, perfectionist, and eager to improve. I don't know if this helps or hurts my case, but I wish it was a bit further over. Like, I wish it was like maybe 90% because in some fact I do value perfectionism. I'm always eager to improve myself. I'm always constantly wanting to be like the best while also staying in the background. So, um, no, I have this. Whatever the fuck this means. Actually, you know what? I kind of want that. Can I get it? Shit, I can't get it. Anyways, can I save results? Ha ha ha! Can't do it again. Give me 1 second. I'm going to send this to myself. Uh, I'm different, I guess. I like emotional and intellectual growth, but I find not getting further in life in general. Fair enough. I'm gonna send myself these results real quick. Send results. More comfortable in my comfort zone. Whereas I don't mind going out of my comfort zone. Oh, fuck me. Blop, 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 blah, 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 and All right, we're gonna minimize that and go back to the quiz. So apparently I'm in INFJ-A, INFJ-T. Most definitely am scared to death going outside my comfort zone because that way madness lies with anxiety attacks and sensory overload. I hit the wrong button. You pushed the wrong, no, you wrong lever, Kronk. Um, uh, uh, maybe the rarest personality type of all, but they certainly leave their mark on the world. Idealistic and principled, they aren't content to coast through life. They want to stand up and make a difference. For advocate personalities, success doesn't come from money or status, but seeking fulfillment, helping others, and being a force for good in the world. Okay, so this, yes. But for me to do this, it does require money, and it does require a certain amount of money and status to be able to do this on a much grander scale. Think, for example, Markiplier. He helps others. He's a being a force for good in the world, or even like Mr. Beast. He has status and money, so he can do this. So while they have lofty goals and ambitions, advocates shouldn't be mistaken for ideal dreamers. People with this personality type care about integrity, and they rarely satisfy until they've done what they know to be right. Conscientious to the core, they move through life with a clear sense of their values, and they aim never to lose sight of what truly matters, not according to other people or society at large, but according to their own wisdom and intuition. Okay, there's a lot to read. Advocates you may know: Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, Marie Kondo, Lady Gaga. Matthew fucking Daredevil, though? Really? We're gonna go with Daredevil? What is this? Nope, don't care. Alright, so we found out I'm an advocate personality, INFJ-A slash INFJ-T. Assertive advocate, turbulent advocate. I am technically both. I am somehow both and neither. Story of my goddamn life. I think I'm a lot like that, but I'm also in my own private moments much more selfish when it comes to my personal needs, as long as it doesn't affect those around me. But I need everything the way I need it. Fair. All right. And for the second quiz, I know BuzzFeed sometimes sucks a lot, like a lot. So, um, time to find out where you align. We're doing the alignment, the good, evil, neutral, lawful, chaotic. That whole fun thing. So, without further ado, okay, time to find out where you align. Ready? Let's do this. On a scale of 1 to 9, how well do you follow the rules? I like that. I like what Amada Louisa said. Um, okay. So hear me out. When it comes to rules, it depends upon what the rules are. And I do realize I'm literally going lower and lower to that I don't follow rules. But my thing is, when it comes to rules, some are meant to be followed, some are meant to be broken. It depends upon what rules we're talking about and what they do. If it's to give more to the wealthy and take from the poor, fuck it. If we're talking about certain rules that are good for everybody, then sure. But unfortunately, because the type of systematic, um, like a better phrase of hierarchy we live in today, it would be five. I'm in the middle. Um, 7 or 8 ads. Um, Let me know when the ads are over, and I'll go to the next question. If you hear this. I need something to drink. I need a drink. I need something to drink. I gotta remember to pick up some drinks. Because I am running dangerously low on drinks. I need something to drink. If you're in the chat, please grab yourself something to drink. And we're back from the ads. I had to get something to drink real quick, so it all works out. I chose 5 for the rarely fault, but for the rules, I chose 5. I'm in the middle. You see a bank robber on a small street. He offers you $1,000 in cash to not call the police and let him get away. What are you most likely to do? I'm rejecting the money and calling the police. I'm pretending to take the money, then calling the cops and returning it to them. I'm rejecting the money, calling the cops, and following the robber myself until the police get him. I'm taking the money, but writing down his license plate to tell the cops later. I'm not taking the money or calling the cops. I'm driving away. I'm telling the robber I want nothing to do with it and look the other way. I'm demanding more than 1,000 to not call the cops. Taking the money and keeping quiet. I'm taking the money and calling the police, but leading them in the wrong direction. See a bank robber on a small street. Offers you $1,000 in cash to not call the police and let him get away.
Ian ad infinitum donated $10. Please give him our Woozer a sub.
Get. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Right in the middle of this. Can I do it after I do this quiz? Because I don't think it's too long. Also, I have a tendency to not be able to do the gift subs. Um, follow the rules I set. I don't care so much about other rules though. I generally follow them, so long as those who establish the rules follow them. Fair. I agree with you. Um. Uh, I'd I'd probably take the money, but write down his license plate to tell the nah. I probably wouldn't take the money. That's the thing. I wouldn't take the money. Um. I'd probably take the money and then give it to the cops and like tell them where I saw like the license plate or whatever. Probably that one more than likely. Your work nemesis doesn't realize their coffee's on the edge of the table. right above their bag. Choose an action. My work nemesis doesn't realize their coffee's on the edge of the table, right above their bag. Choose an action. Don't say or do anything. What happens, happens. Tell a different coworker that it's about to fall and let them decide if they want to help your nemesis. Walk by and accidentally knock the cup onto their things, then blame them for leaving the cup on the edge of the table. Internally debate what to do until it falls on, or my nemesis realizes it's on the edge of the table. You can fall and tell your nemesis that they're welcome for them before it falls. Tell your coworker that coffee is about to fall into their belongings. Pray for a gust of wind. Walk by and knock the coffee onto yourself. Then tell your employer that you'll sue them if they don't fire the employee who put you at risk. Pray for a gust of wind. I'd probably pray for a gust of wind, to be honest. When watching a police chase, what percent of the time would you say that you root for the person running from the cops? Uh, Probably less than 10% because they're probably doing something stupid and they're getting chased by the cops. In Infinity War, Thanos wanted to erase half of all living things because there weren't enough resources for the population, which had led to war and destruction on his home planet. Which sentence do you most agree with? Thanos had some good points. Thanos was wrong. Thanos needed to be stopped and apprehended. I was honestly rooting for Thanos. As long as I wasn't one of the people killed by Thanos, I wouldn't care. Thanos wasn't perfect, but neither were the Avengers. Thanos has some strong points, to each their own. Thanos needed to be stopped by any means necessary. Thanos thought he was doing the right thing. Honestly, gravity is a funny thing. Yes, it is. Uh, like in Infinity War, he had some good points, but at the same time, like instead of having the population, I would have doubled the resources. So, eh. Also, Thanos wasn't perfect, but neither were the Avengers. They weren't any better technically. Opinions to each their own. Thanos needs to be stopped by enemies. That's how he was doing the right thing. I would say Thanos thought he was doing the right thing. How would you want to solve the trolley problem? If it's what I'm thinking, I already know what it is. Alright, trolley barriers on railroad tracks. Ahead on the tracks, there are 5 people down, blah blah blah. And next to a lever, if you put the lever, the track goes just so different. So the tracks, however, you notice that there's one person on the side track. Do nothing, in which case the trolley will kill the 5 people on the main track. Pull the lever, diverting the trolley onto the side track, where it will kill one person. Jump off the trolley. That way, whatever happens isn't your fault. Stop the trolley with your own body. Fuck that one. Uh, Supposedly he not only snapped half of the life to reduce consumption, but to also show life that it would be more enjoyable with less fighting over resources. Supposedly, I give you that one. Toss a knife to the people tied on the track, then throw as many things as you can in front of the trolley to slow it down while they untie themselves. Pull the lever and divert the trolley, but apologize genuinely and loudly to the person on the side track. First trolley and tell the person on the track to get out of the way. Find the trolley driver and get him to stop the trolley until everyone can be untied. Pull the brakes and pray that the trolley stops in time. If the worst happens, at least you tried. Mm. Toss the knife to the people tied on the track, then throw as many things as you can in front of the trolley to slow it down while they untie themselves. Uh, I swear Batman will come up with a good idea. Just be like, just fucking rescue everybody. Just call Superman. We were thinking somewhat similar ideas. Toss a knife to the people. Hey, let's get the Flash over here and just whoop. Um, or Spider Man. This is a Spider Man answer. Stop trolling with your own body. That's the Spider Man way. Uh, uh, toss a coin to your Witcher. Toss a knife to the people tied on the track. Then throw as many things as you can in front of the trolley to slow it down while they untie themselves. Probably that way. Be honest. If heaven and hell are real, what do you believe are the chances you're going to heaven on a scale of 1 to 10? Honestly, 2. If you haven't heard of the alignment, blah blah blah, neutral good. You have a really good heart and you just want others to be treated well and fairly. While you got nothing against authority and you tend to be a law-abiding citizen, you will break or bend the rules if it is required to do the right thing. Hey, I met Christopher Reeve. Did you meet a Batman? No, I did not. I'm going straight to hell. Let me meet the man himself. Through purgatory, I don't know which ring though. See, I still don't feel I'd be a neutral good. I still feel like I'd be chaotic good, but it is what it is. Anyways, those were the quizzes. Turns out I am an INFJA and INFJT, and I am chaotic good. Uh, let's see. I probably won't keep the alignment test, but I'm definitely gonna leave a link to the 16 personalities, so that way if people want to take the test, they can. Um, definitely gonna link those down. I'm at least link the one for the personality quiz. At bare minimal, I'm going to at least link the personality quiz down below in the description for those of you who would like to take the test. Um, I don't know if you would want to or not, but just a thought. If you would like to, by all means, take the test. Let me know what you got down in the comments. Um, but yeah, that's kind of just my, I guess, quote unquote 2 cents. And yeah, hopefully y'all had a wonderful day and night. And as always, no matter what anyone tells you, you are valid and you matter. I hope to see all of you beautiful souls next time. As always, have a wonderful day, noon, or night, because time zones are bitch. And I'll see all of you in the next one. Peace and aloha.